Hey, hey, hey. Hey, okay. Out to the paper, the grass is always greener. I don't do no labels, I call it how I see it. Okay, out to the paper, the grass is always greener. I don't do no labels, I call it how I see it.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of No Label, the podcast. Here, my boy Nell.
Yep.
Special shout outs to everybody that's been subscribing on YouTube as normal, liking on Instagram, following, sharing, commenting, YouTube, TikTok, X, Facebook, all that. Appreciate it as normal. Go and head over to nolabelthepod.com.
Where you can find our newsletter, keep up with everything No Label the Pod. Man, we just did a dope ass event, Hip Hop Social 6. Shout out to Zach, Bridge Upstate, and shout out to Chandra. You know what I mean? We did our thing at Milky's.
Zach and Angel. Shout out Angel. The man behind the scenes.
For sure. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. And shout out to everybody that came out and support. You know what I mean? It was we felt the love in the building. We appreciate y'all.
Shout out to the artists too that performed. We appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
I think everybody who was supposed to perform, except for like one or two people.
It went smooth. It went super smooth. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We're trying to restore that Milky's feeling. You know what I'm saying? Right back at it. And today we sitting here with one of the people from our generation. You know what I'm saying? His party promoter. You might have heard of ECHELON Productions. You know what I'm saying? And now he on this new thing. It's booming and buzzing. Yes, you know what I'm saying? They been having all the private party that everybody want to be at.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the invite for then I hit Donnie like, yo.
I told y'all I could come through.
Well, we sitting here with Gionni, the man himself. How are you, bro?
Man, I'm good, man. How about you?
Doing pretty good, man. I ain't got no complaints. Hell yeah. You had Hip Hop Social 6 too, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was fire. It was fire. It was definitely a vibe.
I appreciate you pulling up, man.
Always, man. I gotta support, man.
Absolutely. And shoot, man, Buffalo, you know what I'm saying? We have a good, tight-knit community here, and partying is a part of it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember back in my day.
Whoa.
we got young listeners, you know what I'm saying? True. I remember the...
Two-man, two-girl parties. I know you remember those.
Girl, I-Team.
Ooh, used to get vicious.
I-Team. You ever had not Club Inferno. That's a little bit before us.
Remember the Bob Lanier?
Bob Lanier. Yep. Club Infinity is what I was thinking about.
You know, it's crazy. I say I never went to I-Team. I always wanted to go to I-Team. I probably went there once when it was Club Lux. Mm-hmm. Remember Club Lux? And the other spot that you mentioned, I didn't go there.
Yeah, man. But we want to tap to the beginning, to the origin story. What high school you go to?
I went to Performing Arts.
5 through K?
Yep.
Yeah.
It is what it is. He's here already now.
Graduated. Come on. What year?
2014.
Okay. Yeah. Nah, it makes sense. It makes so much sense now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Dope events, dope person. You know what I mean? PA produces some pretty talented.
So the common theme on this show is Nelson went to performing arts for like middle school, but he went to Hutch Tech for high school. So he like to straddle the fence depending on who the guest is.
I don't straddle.
If we got somebody from PA, he gonna jack PA. If we got somebody from Hutch Tech or somewhere else, he gonna jack Hutch Tech.
I don't deny where I've been, and I don't deny where I was.
What year was you in?
I graduated Hutch Tech 2011, but I was like the last 8th grade class at PA.
Okay.
At the old building.
Okay, which one? Off of Clinton. I went there like 5th through 6th grade. It was a good time.
Great time.
I wish we would have just kept it there.
Man. That building was fire. Mad little
fire,
places
bro.
to little sneak into. You know what I'm saying?
I just went there recently, probably like 2 years ago. While I used to work for Amazon, man. Mm-hmm. Probably like 2-3 years ago. They let me do another tour. Everything is just still intact, bro.
Really?
Like all the paintings and everything is still on the wall.
Fire.
Like it brought back a whole bunch of memories, bro. It was a good time.
Nah, I believe it. I believe it. What was your major?
Art.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your favorite medium?
Everything, honestly. Bro, I could draw, paint, graphic designs. I can make you out of sculpture right now and make it look exactly like you, bro. Just anything, honestly, that comes to art. Like, I always been an artsy person. The person that really inspired me was my cousin Idris Wajid. I don't know if you know who that is, but
I mean, we sat down with him, had a dope
A couple
combo.
episodes ago.
yeah, that's my guy, man. That's my cousin.
It runs in the blood, apparently.
Of course. Iman, Mecca, you know them, Buffalo Fashion.
Buffalo
Runway.
Fashion Runway. Shout out to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, made
Friends
by
of the
Next
show.
on Instagram. It's cuz.
Come on.
We all artsy, man.
That's fire. That's fire as hell. So when you left PA, did you know you wanted to just go straight into parties, or were you trying to pursue the art? What was the thoughts?
It's crazy because I didn't know where exactly I wanted to go, because after that, I went to Villa Maria at the time. It was so bad, bro. I remember being in the classroom at the time, and whenever the teacher would leave the classroom, the students would ask me questions like, oh, how you do this and that third when it comes to graphic design? I'm like, dang, all right, cool. I must just got this down pat because PA taught me a whole bunch of stuff, man.
Yeah, no, it's a breeding ground. It's a breeding ground for like artistic vision. Like, and I think I said it on the podcast, but like when I went to when I left PA to go to Hutch Tech, I didn't know what being in like a non-artistic school was like. So, bro, it was so different, bro. Like PA, you know, people skipping through the hallways, singing, you know what I mean, doing their thing. At Hutch Tech is super like everybody's like left
Focus.
brain.
They focus.
It's bro, left brain, right brain, bro. It was completely different.
I don't know, bro. I don't know if I agree with that. Because I be hearing you say that, and I don't know if I really agree with that, bro.
What was artistic about Hutch Tech?
I feel like there was many artistic people at Hutch
I'm gonna
Tech.
definitely disagree with that.
Because
It was many artistic people at Hutch Tech. They obviously just couldn't display that artistic side, and like there weren't like classes and shit for that.
it wasn't embraced
But
by
like
the
there were
structure.
different clubs. Like during Spirit Week, you got to see everybody's artistic side during Spirit Week,
fire.
Pi Day, all that type shit.
Drama club, shit. Again, I used to be in drama club as a actor and fucking just because I was in AV. So I just seeing all that, like seeing all the different people that was able to sing and crazy singers. And then we look now, we see like we got people like K Pistol, you know what I'm saying? We got people
Mile High,
like DJ White,
Mile High,
Mile High.
MA, yeah.
Shout out
Yeah,
to the
you know what I'm
guys.
saying? So it's hard to say that. And I think the lack of the structure behind us having a place to do painting and all this shit, the lack of that made us do it more. Like made you want to get together before school. We used to have rap battles and shit. Like it was cool, bro. Band, everybody from band.
See,
you know what I'm
see,
saying?
only reason I didn't play, I wanted to do band there, but it was the same time as basketball practice in the morning. So it was like band or basketball.
Did you hoop at PA?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Why you say oh yeah like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I heard PA was
It
always
was cool. It was good, man.
They started doing all right once they got moved into like,
we
what was
dunked
that
on a
class?
few couple of people.
They
Me included.
relocated.
I dunked on a few couple of people.
Oh, you graduated with Bubba.
Yeah, Bubba. That's my boy.
Nah, that's dope. But just in terms of like schools embracing that, like you said, like it made you want to do it more outside of school.
Yeah. It connected the people.
Yeah,
Who wanted to
PA was more like the teachers were creatives also, and it's like no, they're like, you know, do it like this or try this. It was they catered to it a little bit
Yeah,
more.
I'm still friends with my teachers to this day.
Yeah,
Cool.
and it was
real cool.
Well, but my main thing I didn't like about PA was a lot of fronting ass niggas. There was a lot of fronting going on. You know the class before me. You know the class before. It was a lot of fronting ass niggas, and I
at
hated it.
PA?
No, Tech.
You said PA though.
No,
Tech, yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, you know exactly what I mean. And I hated that with more than anything. It was like low key bullying, and it was just like that shit was like almost like I don't say non-existent at PA, but it was just like a boy could be wearing a tutu, twirling through the hallways, and it's like it's normal. If at Hutch Tech, we're
Everybody just be
flying,
like,
they're
oh, okay.
destroying him, and it was just like
It was more so like,
different.
oh, okay, you different. All right, cool.
Yeah, and keep it moving.
Like, all right,
Keep it moving.
live your life. Go ahead. Hey.
Yeah, nah, they dragged to that tech. But and I'm thankful for both experiences. Like I said, I can't separate myself from I ain't a tech nigga or I ain't a PA nigga. I can't separate. It's both.
You know what the problem is today, though? I think people have troubles with them showing who they really are when it comes to like their artistic side because they feel as if they embarrass themselves, you know? But in actual reality, it's more so like if you are different from everybody else, you stand out more, and that could put you in different rooms with different people, but they don't know that. So they think if they express themselves that type of way, they think they'll be looked upon like they're weird or, you know, an outcast or something. Everybody want to be like everybody else. But if you stand out from the norm, you'll be exposed more to the good that's in Buffalo or, you know, any other city, honestly.
That's a fact. That's a super fact.
Yeah, it depends on the environment you're used to coming up in.
Yeah.
Because if you're used to that artistic shit or just used to being able to express yourself freely, then as you go on throughout life, that's not something that you deem as like weird or you gotta like seclude from.
Oh, yeah.
But then when you're in certain environments, like you say a Hutch Tech, and then you go out in the world and you want to start doing this artsy stuff, then it's like, it's natural to you, but you're not natural in expressing it or showing people that side of you. So it really be the environment too.
Man, that's what it was with me when I first went viral on Facebook or on TikTok too, I believe. Some people was cool with it, you know, but you know, some people that was behind the scenes talking crazy. I'm like, oh, whatever. But yeah, after a while, it's just like, oh, it went from, yo, you weird to, yo, that's fire. Like, keep doing that. I'm like, yo, bro.
What was the thing that made you go viral?
Oh, we're not going to talk about that. It was just a funny video. Me and my friends, we was on the beach. We had a big beach party, me and my friends, whatever. And, you know, at the time, I might as well just say it. Okay,
Might as well, bro.
They're going to look it up.
We was on the beach, so it was a couple of girls twerking. My friend Ari at the time, she was twerking. So I'm like, oh, I'm about to get behind that. I lay down in the sand. She twerking. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is crazy. So I see a whole bunch of people pull out their phone. I'm like, man, I'm about to look at the camera with the dead serious face. I'm like this. So I made a caption. I'm like, oh, when your friend catches you cheating at the beach or something crazy. I forgot what it was. The post blew up. I'm like, yo, I was just playing. Everybody thought I was the biggest cheater in the world. DJ Academic shared my stuff. Trina shared my stuff. It was a couple of people. I had like 2 million views, probably even 3. I got to check the views still, though.
That's crazy.
Then I went on TikTok, and they started paying me on TikTok. I'm like, oh, okay. But at the time, I wasn't still doing, you know, crazy stuff. I was just chilling.
Yeah.
But it was just like, if you be yourself, you never know where you're going to go in life. So,
No, that's a fact. Word. So, was this during while you were at Villa, or just a little bit after?
I say it was 2017. 2017 was a good year. We all know 2017 was a good year. Y'all know 2017 was a good year. Everybody still talk about that to this day.
Indeed.
Yo, during the hip hop social chain, right? One of the questions that we was asking like the artists was, if you had to describe the soundtrack to your favorite summer, what song or album would it be? And a lot of them, they would always like pick something from the summer of like 2016 or 2017. Like a lot of them would. So I don't know, it was really some magic in the air during that time.
You got to answer that question now.
I answer in songs. Rob Stone, Kill Bill. I know y'all remember that. Kill Bill.
That was a good song.
Lil Uzi.
That whistle.
What was that song? I don't really care if you cry. That song.
XO Tour Life.
That. What was bro name? I get the drip from my walk. Hey, I get
Famous Dex.
Famous Dex. It was a couple of songs that I'm forgetting, but all them songs, bro, it just give you a blast from the past, bro. It's just great memories, bro. So many great memories.
That's fire. What was yours, Donnie?
I don't know, bro. It might have been summer 2017. That's possibly one, because that's summer going into a senior year. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, college, yeah.
Yeah, because I was in Virginia Beach that summer, too. Yeah.
What song?
What albums dropped in 2017?
It was mad songs.
I remember I remember that 2 Chainz album dropped while I was out there. Pretty Girls Love Trap Music.
Bro, they was dropping hits after hits after
Yeah.
hits.
That joint dropped. Oh, Meek Wins and Losses album dropped. Cause that's the album. I'm a big Meek fan, so that's the album a lot of us was waiting on. After the Drake beef was like, "Yo, Meek, how you gonna bounce back, bro?" And he bounced back.
He bounced back quick.
Yeah, that's all I can remember at the moment, though.
Copy. I want to say mine's was, what year is that? Might be 08. 08, Gucci Mane the movie? Gangsta Grills?
Who you
Add it
think
up.
won?
Huh?
Who you think won in that versus battle, Gucci or Jeezy?
Gucci.
Gucci.
Wow.
It's not even like, it's not.
Wow,
really arguable.
that's crazy.
We just had this talk with Goose. Like, when it comes to like who's a better music maker, it's Jeezy.
Of course.
But Gucci just got that presence. He just got that energy.
I like Gucci, but like growing up, I'm like, yo, I don't understand what this man saying. I don't hear.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'm like 10, 11 years. I'm like, yo, what is bruh saying? Then I got introduced to Gucci. So I'm like, oh, I said Gucci. I meant Jeezy. I said, oh, yeah. Yeah. I can get with this.
Gucci is him, bro. Like that.
Jeezy's music has aged better too, though.
Yeah.
Remember
them
Love
Thug
It? I love
Motivations,
it.
bro. Yeah.
Thug Motivation.
Them Thug Motivations.
The inspiration was my shit.
I got to look at the camera. People used to get banned for wearing a snowman t-shirt.
That's a fact. You used to
Did
get
Gucci
suspended
do
from
that?
school. You wear that big.
Gucci do that? Now, don't shade to Gucci, though. Listen, I still like your music.
Gucci went on a
never see
run while
this.
he was in prison.
I remember getting the Gucci socks from Zoomies.
Man got an iceberg tattooed on his face.
That was crazy.
Ice cream cone, yeah.
That was crazy.
Bird.
Burr.
You can't. It's not up for. It's not up for debate. To me.
I mean, it's not. I prefer Gucci. I just think Jeezy actually makes better music.
For sure. You got it. But
But yeah, backtracking. So boom, you said Villa Marie.
Yep.
You was there doing graphic design.
Yep.
And then what was after that? Like, when did you start to maybe pick up the camera, start doing promoting parties, any of that?
I say like I started picking up the camera when I actually started picking up the camera freshman year of PA. My teacher at C course, she taught me everything about the cameras and stuff. She basically taught me how to develop, film, red room. Like, we could be in the dark room right now. I know how to take everything apart and put it right back together in the dark room, stuff like that. Then I went into college with it, and then that's when I met one of my best friend, Anna West. Shout out to her too. Love you, sis. Anyways, yeah, I started doing that. She started putting me on the stuff. I'm like, okay. I'm starting to get with this. All right, I'm starting to get better. So I started doing that. Then eventually we just started to get booked for certain things. So people just started liking us. I'm like, okay, let me see how far I can get with this. I played with that a few couple of years. I'm honestly thinking about retiring doing it, honestly, because it is too much sometimes. But yeah, I heard it here first. So after that, I started doing Good Vibes Only. Yeah, I actually started doing Good Vibes Only, I think it was 2017. But at the time, I remember I was doing house parties. I know y'all remember Project X. Mm-hmm. Project X was that. Oh, man, what?
I was always wondering who was behind that.
4 Project X parties. My very first one, I cannot remember. Listen, I said, what happened? Okay, now I remember. So at the time, my uncle, he had a house on Davidson. So he rented a house on Davidson. So at the time, he didn't really have that much furniture in the house. So I'm like, yo, I'm trying to figure out some type of way. At the time, I'm his age, like right now. At the time, I had to be like 20, 21, maybe, I don't even know, but I can't remember. But I'm like, dude, how can I ask him, how can I have a party here? Because I want to have one so bad. He come up with the question with me. He's like, yeah, you can throw a party here if you want to. I'm like, oh.
Say less.
Oh, at the time, the town was dead. The town was dead. Tyrell left. He went to college. 2 Bras. I know 2 Bras. He went to town. He went out of town. And after that, it was just like, dang, it's like nothing for us to do here. So I'm like, all right, man, at this point, I want to throw my own stuff. So I'm in the car riding with my sister Anna and my boy Caleb. You know Caleb Ox?
Yeah, it's not.
You know him.
I probably
you,
do.
You know
I'm
Ox.
sure I do.
You know Ox. If you know Ox, you know Caleb. So
Yeah. He went to the Tech too.
yeah.
Oh,
that's my boy.
he produced now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm remembering just driving him home one day. I'm like, okay. I'm like, man, I want to start throwing parties. I don't know what I'm gonna call it though. I'm like, man, I need something with some like good vibes. So I'm like, yo, that's it, good vibes only. I'm like, okay, that's exactly what I'm gonna call it. So went from there, started throwing a whole bunch of crazy parties. I can't say too much about the house parties. Just know it's very safe environment for everybody. No fights, no none of that extra stuff. So we had 4 of those. Sometimes it would turn to block parties. We had backup locations for the houses too. It was crazy, bro. Like if you was there, you just had to be there. It was so crazy. Then after that, we started doing stuff at certain events at buildings and stuff. That's when 2 Man 2 Girl hit me up, and they brought me along. We started doing parties and stuff together too. Then after that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just start doing this by myself. So I started doing things by myself. Started doing stuff, certain places here and there. But after a while, it's just like, okay, I'm young. So, some people that actually own businesses, they're looking at me like, oh, he's young. He's probably going to bring a young crowd that's going crazy, this and that, third. I'm like, I don't have that crowd. But they wasn't letting me use their spot. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to just start doing stuff in the summertime. Started doing cookouts and stuff in the summertime. Those things was crazy. Those events was crazy. Then after a while, I'm like, all right, this stuff's starting to die down. So at the time, somebody else took the name, this girl from New York. So I'm like, dang, man. I'm like, well, I really want to ask him, like, can you change your name to Good Vibes Only New York? Man, she left my stuff on scene. And I'm like, oh, dang, man. I'm like, what should I do now? I'm like, you know what?
Oh, so you ain't actually, like, set up the LLC or business or nothing?
Nah, so I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna let her have it because it still sounds like it's more of a college era type thing. So that's why I went on to Echelon Promotions, and then I started doing stuff in Toronto. I had actually had my first event in Toronto. That was crazy. That was real crazy. I have that on my page, my Instagram page. Then I came back to town. I'm like, okay, where can I go? So one day, me and my sister, again, just driving. We wanted to go to Vice at the time. But something just telling me, I'm like, yo, just go to Oak Room. Something just telling me to go to Oak Room. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's go to Oak Room, get some food. At the time, Dennis Wilson was there. So I'm like, oh, he's there. Let me see if I could do something, I'm chopping it up with him. He was like, yeah, we could lock something in. He locked in. Got locked in instantly. Shout out to Dennis Wilson and Kirk, too, from the Oak Room. I started doing Thursdays every last of the month. Then after a while, I'm like, okay, I'm just taking in what Dennis tell me about certain things because it was cool. It was just like a real light crowd, my bad. So I'm like, okay, I could get my crowd bigger, but it's more so I want to just start building, start from scratch. So that's when I started the private party. So at the time, I remember one of the times I was doing Echelon Promotions, me and my sister and DJ P Nasty, we all was just talking about it one day. He was like, oh, we just started doing something like the Boiler Room. So we just started sparking off from there. And then now we here. I came up with the name. P had the connects. My sister had the connects. We just all just came up one big group, and now we're just adding people as we go. And now we have Steve and Luau. I don't know if you guys know who that is. That's my boy, man. That's my boy.
Guest friend of the show.
Yep.
No label alumni.
Koya. Now we're adding Painkiller, young Painkiller to the team too. So yeah, y'all heard it here first too. So it's a pretty good group of us, bro. We're all creative, so we all have something good going on. So now we're here.
Absolutely.
What was the first year of when was your first event for Echelon Promotions? You said it was in Toronto. What year was that?
That was actually last year.
Oh, okay.
That was last year. Last year,
And the
February.
first event for private party was this year too?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you was busy. You busy man.
I was busy. I was just trying to get that work in, man.
Yeah. How'd you get that initial connected to not do your first party in Buffalo, but in TO?
My boy, actually, D-Boy. My boy D-Boy from Canada. He lives in Canada. My boy, he has connects out in Toronto. He's very known. Him and my boy Dems. My boy's nice. They actually did something on Dems. Actually, just recently did something on Deems or Dems. I forgot. I'll be forgetting how to say my boy name, man. I'm sorry, bro, if you see this, bro. But he just recently had something with what was it? I gotta look it up on my phone is over there. It's either it's actually Playground Series. Yeah, Playground Series. It's similar to the Private Party too. We've seen a whole bunch of videos like that too. So at the time we was like, man, we might as well bring something like this to Buffalo. Then once we started doing that, it just exploded. Just took off instantly.
Yeah. No, that's super dope, man. Because it's like we have that kind of like that niche crowd, that people who really rock with events. And it's just like the fact that y'all turned it into a thing. Like it was a perfect idea. It was a perfect idea. The lane was open. You know what I mean? Crossover dribble, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's a dunk.
Straight dunk.
That's a dunk right there.
How'd y'all come up with the branding colors? The green and black.
You know what's crazy?
The
I just
lime
randomly
green.
just say,
Slime green.
let me just put green. I'm just picking different colors. I'm like, all right, green. It just worked. It just snapped instantly, bro. It was crazy.
I feel like that green stand out on the timeline.
That green is crazy.
Yeah, it stand out.
That green is crazy.
Word up.
Because honestly, when you think, bro, if you can think of just in Buffalo brands, how many of them have that color green?
Nobody is
that
crazy.
I can think of.
It's like slime green.
Yeah.
Slime green.
Like the Slime Shack, their logo, they got some green. Other than that,
Slime Shack, yeah. Shout out to Slime Shack too.
Other than that, you can't think of nobody. But yeah, that branding is important. That branding is what stands out.
I really want to talk about the people that inspire me though. I gotta give y'all credit too, since I'm here. So the people that really inspire me, Dennis Wilson. Tyrell, you inspired me too, bro. Come on. I gotta tell you that. I know y'all remember Jug Talk.
Oh,
Jug Talk?
That's what I was going to say. I was
Woo! Don't listen.
Tacos and tequila?
My boys.
Them parties?
My boys.
Used
Listen,
to be crazy.
bro, I remember turning 2021. I'm like, yo, we have stuff like this here?
Bro,
I'm like, yo.
tacos and tequila was fire.
I just remember growing up going to parties all the time. I'm like, okay, if I was supposed to do this, how can I put this in my own twist? I don't want to necessarily step on nobody's toes or just like try to copy off them and, steal their swag. So I got to turn this into my own thing. And it just worked after that. Yeah, I couldn't do it without my sister and P Nasty though, because they were the first people that ever really gave me the idea. Because I remember just sitting down on my couch, I'm like, dang, me and my sister just sitting down on the couch like, yo, I really want to do this. But how we gonna do this? Where we gonna start? At the time I had a photography studio. We wanted to do it there, but it was so small. I'm like, all right, we probably can, but I don't know yet. But yeah, bro, we really did that, man.
I used to work with P Nasty. I used to work with him at the MST. That's where I first met him, and I'm like, he told me he DJ. I'm like, where? Because it was like he's a teacher, and I'm like, oh, okay, no. And then I seen him out DJ. I'm like, oh shit, you for real?
Nice.
Okay.
He's nice.
Yeah, man.
So how many of y'all are, I think by the time this comes out, y'all probably be on y'all 5th episode. What venues or spots have y'all used so far?
Oh, yeah, I definitely got to shout to them. The very first one, my guy, Tio. Oh, my gosh, I might have to look at my phone. He has a spot on Allen. It's a photography studio. I forgot what it's
I know
called.
what you're talking by Trend Up.
Yes. Yes.
I recognize that joint.
I'm sorry, I completely forgot the name, but I will shout you out by the end of this video when I figure it out. Or I'm gonna just send the studio to on the captions.
He'll be all right.
Yeah, it's all
Then the second one, we went to Miss Eye Candy. Siobhan, you the truth. The third one, we went on Hurdle and went to Everything Vintage, Skilly. Now, episode 4, we went to Seneca 1. So now it's like, okay.
That's dope. Yeah.
We stepping up, we keep stepping up. I'm like, okay. So now Seneca 1 likes us. So now for episode 5, I can't say too much because I don't want y'all pulling up because it's a secret location.
Yeah, I'm about to say because it's
I
a
can't
private. It's a
expose it.
private.
Y'all thoughts
What's
are
the
handy.
date? What's the date for the 5th episode?
June 22nd. Yep. That's a Sunday.
Close. That's cutting it close.
That's Sunday.
That's gonna be dope. This is
Shit, it might drop that week.
Telling you.
It might.
Nah, that's super dope, man. We needed that. I feel like
Definitely
Buffalo needed that.
I got tired of the I really just got tired of the party scene where just people just standing around, not doing nothing. I'm not gonna necessarily say like I'm not throwing shots at nobody at all. But just like certain things when it comes to like certain events, it's just like people just they're more so ego driven when it comes to events. Like it's more so cliquey. You know, everybody think that, you know, they're more so in competition with everybody, bro. I got tired of that. And it's just like, it really got boring with people just standing around, not conversating with each other, not dancing. I'm like, man, I just want to bring back the old vibes, like how it used to be, you know?
Nah, rightfully so, bro.
So how do you look, what's the plans to like evolve the private party in the vision? Because you can like, just how I see it, obviously you have your own vision and because you created it. But like, when you elevate, it's like, all right, we're going to step up the venues. We're going to step up maybe the notoriety of the DJ or whatever it is. Like, how do y'all see it as far as the peak that y'all want to get to?
Honestly, bro, I still want to just support local businesses and get their names out at the end of the day. And even if it comes to it, even bars too, even if we go to bars, I'm still want to support everybody. From local businesses to local DJs to local bars, even people that's out of town too, because we plan on traveling too. I got a couple of people out of town from Texas to Los Angeles to Toronto, Canada, Philly. What else? Yes, a couple of cities, bro. I can't even name right now, but a couple of people that hit me up personally. Even YouTubers that's on their grind right now. When I mean on their grind, like they get millions of views. I reached out to them just to see what they'll say. It was like, oh yeah, I'm down. Oh, okay, cool. Let's do this. Let's lock in.
Rightfully so.
Let's do this.
Nah, that's the move. That's definitely the move. So let's say I'm a young cat. You know what I'm saying I'm 22. You know what I mean? I just graduated college. I'm new to Buffalo. I ain't from here, but I want to go to one of these parties. These joints look crazy. How would they figure a way to get on that list?
Man, you just gotta hit the RSVP. Hit the RSVP. We more so the older crowd though. They might get bored. They might get bored, but they gonna make some connects when they get out, which is a good thing because you gotta start off young when you make them connects.
Yeah, I was gonna say 21, but I was like, that's a little too young. I'm like,
yeah,
grown and sexy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we like.
I was going to say 21, but that's too young. Let me say 22. What?
You gotta graduate. You gotta.
I say we more so like the 25 and up, maybe even 24, give or take.
Nah, there'd be a couple young joints in there.
Really?
Not. I mean, they're of age, obviously.
They're of age?
I'm just saying, like they're younger.
Whoa.
They're younger than us.
Whoa.
I really be so focused on like everything. I'm like, okay. That's crazy. I didn't even know that because I'll be so like I'm like, okay. I know it's a couple of people my age. Like majority don't be my age. I'm like, okay. Might be like a little young people slipping here and there, but they just try to make some connects, so why not? You know?
No, I get that. You gotta be on your grind. You gotta be on your grown and sexy.
Because we definitely was there at one point. You know, some of the older heads wasn't necessarily trying to give us the advice or anything. They was more so like, just give me, you know. I'm not more so like the crabs in the barrel. I just want to help people get where they want to be because I was there at one point. I know that people just hold back advice, but at the same time, I was fortunate enough to have advice from certain people.
Got you. Yeah. Can't have the old heads gatekeeping, man. It's a new era, internet era.
Damn, we old heads now? It's crazy.
Nah, we
Did you see
big
the breakdown?
bros. We big bros right now.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you
We
sound
big bros. We
We big bros.
We big bros.
Yeah.
What's the chart?
I'm gonna say from 25 to 35 is
Yeah,
big bro.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
I
then
say,
35 to 45 is
Unk.
And then from 45 to 50, that's OG.
Always.
That's OG.
OG, old head.
I mean, shit, I take OG right now. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm fine with being OG. I just don't want to be Unk.
Unk crazy. Unk is nasty word.
I'll skip Unk to go to OG.
It's only because you don't got no siblings. Only child ass nigga.
I meant to shout out.
First of all, I have nephews. Shout out to Jovan kids, Madrian and Kyrie, my guys. Those are indeed my nephews. Blood couldn't make us any closer.
I got to shout out to more people too. I meant to tell you. Jason Moore, Encore, he was one of the people that took me up under his wing too and started teaching me certain things too. And yeah, man, I had Jason Moore and OJ number personally. I would just text them certain things like, can I get some advice? They, shoot me out a couple of things or two just to know what to do with things. Oh yeah, just this off topic too. I gotta support my boy Brand right here, man. This is my boy Akai, man. Escapades. Shout out to Escapades, man. This is Buffalo Brand. This is real nice work, real good detail.
It's a fact.
Another
detail. Like,
Another one from Tech.
Man, let me put my hoodie in there.
You see that?
Y'all done seen
You gotta see it a couple times. We're just gonna put it on
Ooh.
same episode.
Listen,
Take.
nasty. But I mean, the best quality you could think of, best quality. Best quality. Please shop with my boy, man.
No, we honestly like Buffalo. We have some of the illest like fashion brands.
Hell yeah.
But we got so much. It's so much talent here that like I remember when I went to PA, I remember just looking around at my classmates and just like almost like in awe. Like I'm like, yo, I get to go to school with some of the illest artists ever. Like,
Truey.
fuck the town.
See, Truey.
True.
I remember Truey saying my name when I was young. I'm like, he's like, yeah, your name Gionni. I'm like, how are you these? He's like, yeah, you went to PM. I'm like, oh, then that's so I started getting cool with Truey. I'm like, okay, Truey a cool dude, man. Shout out to Truey. Support him too. Don't watch TV. Don't watch TV.
Don't watch TV. Indeed. What's the name? I'm trying to think. But yeah, bro. Like I love seeing Buffalo art just get celebrated any way, shape, form. You know what I'm saying? Like we in the era too where it's like things are changing so much. You got the AI art. You know what I'm saying? You got all this different type of stuff coming, but Buffalo has remained like, nah, we still pumping out amazing stuff.
All gas, no brakes.
Oh, for sure. Shout out to Andrew Callahan. He just brought that back. You ever? I'm about to. You doing shout out, so I got to shout out my man Andrew Callahan.
Go ahead.
Yo, Channel 5. You know what I'm saying? Channel 5 YouTube channel. Yeah. So he started off all gas, no brakes. So any live street interviews that you see, he started that. Like he started off going on Bourbon Street, like talking to people, hey, what's going on? And just talking to them. Bruh, he started the street interview asking people wild shit. He started that.
He's the light skinned guy, right?
Nah,
Nah, he white.
Really?
White boy.
I gotta look
curly
him
hair.
up.
Bruh, look up all gas, no brakes. And then he couldn't own the rights to that because I guess they finessed him, whatever, he signed the contract. So then he created Channel 5. Channel 5 went crazy. You know what I'm saying? He got HBO deals now. He's booming, and then he made enough money to buy back the rights to all gas, no brakes. Shout out to Andrew Callahan. You know what I'm saying? But nah, this shit, like, we in a good spot. And so my homie, I was speaking on before, like my homie, he be doing graphic design and he be doing messing with the AI art.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mid-Journey, stuff like that. Have you ever dabbled with it as a graphic designer?
AI, I say probably if I want to just remove something off a picture or something so I could just finesse it and make it to my own thing, like say, okay, you see that Nipsey picture right there? I could really just take off the words off that right now and just make it straight his face. Yeah.
No, that. But I've seen like my homie. He got a brand called Dead Cortez. Shout out to Dead Cortez. You know what I'm saying? And he does like he'll create a AI art, like generate the joint, and then he'll go in, he'll throw it into one of the I forgot the app, Procreate. He'll do Procreate and then draw over it and adjust however he needs to. Bro, the shit be looking so
You
crazy.
give me ideas.
It'll be looking so crazy, and it's just like he'll add texture, he'll add all that stuff, bro. It's nuts. I'm like, bro, I didn't even know you was ill like this.
I gotta see his work.
I got
He's
you.
gonna
I got
inspire
you.
me.
I'll send you some stuff. But man, I think a lot of times artists be like, oh, the AI stuff is gonna take jobs and stuff like that for artists. But it's like I think it'll only enhance
It's definitely
what
enhance.
people do.
Definitely
you know what I'm
is.
saying? Yeah, I've been watching. I kind of been in the rabbit hole. I've been watching like they got AI joints. You could like if you wanted to make a website for, let's say, for private party, you'd be like, oh, I want a landing page. And you could write it like a paragraph, and it'll code a website for you.
Oh wow.
It'll show you code line by line. But at the end of the day, a real coder is going to be able to go in and tweak it to exactly how you want it. Because it's never going to come out exactly how you want it when you're just saying words. But nah, that shit, we living in a special era where we could watch creativity and
We're in the future, bro.
and technology really join, bro.
Yeah.
This shit
You gotta
gonna
learn
be
how to use it to your advantage, man.
absolutely, bro.
Use it to just cut down whatever you do, the editing time, the design time. I should have cut it in half, probably more.
Easily.
Which ones? Only ones I've honestly used is Midjourney and Kyber, but they turned Kyber into something else now. Which ones have you used, Maro?
For AI,
Yeah,
ChatGPT,
ChatGPT. Yeah.
and I just found out ChatGPT also got a whole bunch of different GPTs in there. So
It's like ChatGPT 4 is like the
newest.
the one everybody been talking about.
But even past that, like image creator, Midjourney, they got a Midjourney. What do you call it? Prompt creator. So if you don't know how to actually make prompts, you just tell that what it wants, what you want to do, and it'll show you how to script it out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right on ChatGPT, you just gotta select it. But is that I tried, I use like the AI stuff that was in like Wondershare for the free trial. Didn't like that shit. Really just because I ain't learned how to use it. But past that, I haven't really used much AI other than that.
Gotcha. Yeah, man.
But I'm not against it. I'm not one of those niggas
that
that's
shit is
against
a great
it. You know what I'm
asset,
saying?
man.
It's
Bruh,
a great asset, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's one of them things that's gonna push us into the future, bro.
Nah, the shit you be sending me though, that shit's it's kind of scary.
Bro, they what was that? The VO3, the VO3 joint. So it's like it would literally like if you wanted to do like let's say we wanted to do street content, but we've been in the house, we sick. You could literally type a prompt and it's like it'll look like people are on the street doing a street interview. Like
And that street interview never happened.
and that street interview never
But you
happened.
would put your faces in it?
if we wanted to,
See, I'm scared to put my face on AI. I'm scared.
bro. It's different. It's
Like I
different.
know
already
I've
done
seen
it.
people on Facebook putting their faces on AI and stuff. I was never. I'm like,
When they
I
were
don't
doing
know
like
about that.
yeah, when they were doing like the stuff where everybody was doing it, I wasn't doing it. But
Make
what
it-
people also have to realize is
Yeah.
you go through the airport, your face is being scanned. You go through certain stores, your face is being scanned.
People,
They saying the same thing
You're
about
paying
Facebook,
at a
too.
register, your face is being scanned depending on the store.
You take a selfie on Facebook.
I was about
it's
to say,
already-
Yeah, so
Having our faces scanned,
so
that's
people
too-
trying to act
already
like,
selling
oh
it.
y'all face scan, y'all about to get caught. No, bro, we're all caught. They're gonna clone all of us.
They already know it.
you use your face
We're
to unlock
already
your
cloned.
phone.
Yeah.
You use your face. It's AI zero.
Probably got cloned
like
right
1,000
now.
times a day. You use your face to
Probably
unlock
got a
your
few couple
phone.
of clones of stocks that we don't even know about. Crazy.
Y'all see that? Speaking of AI, y'all see that Bills video? Apparently, it was like the video.
Yeah,
That was
with
hard.
Josh
That
Allen
was
joint?
hard.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Nah, I ain't see it.
Nah, that joint was raw. It was like AI. How can we have Josh Allen celebrate? Josh
Oh,
Allen as
okay,
MVP?
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
The one that
that's-
actually had Iverson in it. Yeah, I seen that. Joint.
I don't know. I think I see a private party Bills edition in y'all near future. I'm putting it in the air. Nothing was said. I'm just saying I see it.
I'm not saying yes and I'm not saying no.
Good man.
Hey, well,
Everything
you know,
is a secret. If you know, you know.
That's how you keep the private party private. You feel me? Yeah, I mean, loose lips sink ships.
Yes, sir.
use those family ties. Use them family ties.
on.
But we got a top 5 something though. It's kind of self-explanatory, right? So, who are the top 5 DJs you want to see on a private party? And that can be, give us a couple local and a couple just, DJs that are global.
Honestly, bro, I think everybody has their own type of vibe, bro. So it's like you really can't categorize anybody like in the top 5 because there's a lot of good DJs, bro.
I mean, it's your top 5 of who you want to see on a private party.
Who I really want to
It's
see.
it's not like a consensus podcast top 5. It's yours.
think if I was supposed to go out of town, Black Mass.
Come on, that's literally who I'm thinking about.
Black Mass. That's my boy. Nice. Talk to him. Uncle Kizzy. I'm talking to him right now too. That's my boy. Michael. Michael's really nice too. Not 4. What is dude name? Oh my gosh. I might have to get up and get my phone because I have his actual Instagram and everything. We was talking too. It's okay if I get my phone real quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
All right, I got it. Okay. Oh, them kicks is nice. My bad, I went off topic. My boy, Uncle Kizzy. I got them right here. Mr. Afro Disco. I mean, this dude is nice.
You from Buffalo?
Huh?
He from Buffalo?
No,
Where's he
he's
from?
out of town, people.
Where is he from?
Ah, man, I have no clue. I have a couple of people on my list. I know number 5. I can't think off the top of my head, though. I really can't think about it off the top of my head because there's so many good DJs, bro. So many good DJs, bro. Now, when it comes to Buffalo, I'm just starting to know certain DJs that are in Buffalo. I can't put them all in one category, though. I can't separate them because they all good, too. It's like not one good DJ. But if I had to choose, everybody loved Liberty. Shout out to Liberty.
For sure.
Shout out to Sis, man. She nice. She played Missy Elliott. When was the last time you heard Missy Elliott at a party? When was the last time you heard Touch It by Busta Rhymes at a party?
Touch it, man. Get
What?
mad.
Too long.
What? Bro,
Now,
what I
what would
mean,
have went
she
crazy
had that
is if she had
turn.
is if she displayed the video on her laptop. That'd have been legendary. That Touch
P?
It video?
Of course, P. My boy P, man. You gotta say my boy P, man. P nasty.
P, if you're nasty.
Young Painkiller. Who else? Man, you already know Bryce.
Come
You already
on,
know
Wire.
Bryce. Shout out to Wire.
through the wire.
Um,
And condolences
one.
to him. Condolences to him and his family.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's a
saying? They
fact.
just
I
lost.
did say
lost his
Goose, didn't I?
father.
I did say Goose. Unc.
Hold on, no, you naming like 20 people.
I gotta put through the list.
Don't, bro.
I gotta
You
go
don't have
down the
to.
list because it's
Nah, no, you don't,
it's
bro.
like
It's 5. It's
you
you
5.
really can't do top 5 because it's like
bro.
so
Yes,
many
you can.
DJs
It's
that's
5.
nice.
Nah, it's
Five.
5, bro. That's what make it tough.
I gotta go through the younger crowd then. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this: older crowd, younger crowd. Rob Nash, that's my boy. That's my boy. Reese. Who else? Who is the younger crowd right now?
You asking old niggas.
Reese. Rob Nash. I really don't know too many young DJs though. That's the thing. But them two boys, they really killing it right now. They ring bells. We got some New York City people here too, but I really want to know. Who was the last DJ? Who was the dude named Fire Skull? Y'all remember Fire Skull? Fire Skull, yo, he working with oh my God, what is that fine ass girl name, man? If you hear this song, then go and bring your back. Go and bring your knees, baby, shake it to the max. She was featured on that song. Shanday, I forgot what is her name. Shandia. Yo, if she ever see this video, listen, look at me in my eyes. I want you.
We're revoked.
I want
You're
you.
cut off from your top 5. You named about 17.
I'm sweating even think about her. Oh my God. She is cold. Yo, I love Caribbean girls. Oh my gosh.
My top.
You want to do a joy? I got like 2.
We can do a collective one. That I want to see on a private party. We go back and
Who you
forth.
want
Pause.
private party?
I want to see. I would like to see a K Trinata.
Yes.
I would like to see a K Trinata.
When it blows up for real, bro, we had NBA YoungBoy people looking at us.
Rightfully
Like,
so.
I'm like, when we first started, I'm like, yo, who? You with NBA YoungBoy? Oh, okay.
Rightfully so. And then Black Mass was on my
Black
list.
Mass,
Also.
that boy, man.
Black Mass was on my list.
I'm gonna say Wire
Absolutely.
for sure.
I gotta do that very, very discreet. That gotta be like something that's low key, because everybody and their mom gonna try to come out.
You got to get him in a different element, though. You got to get him to get in his bag, get in his Duffy.
You gotta take
Because
you
he
gotta,
can really DJ.
You gotta take it back to like his high school days or something. Make it feel like that. The Inception, the Underground Wire.
Come on.
Yeah, Wire. Mr. C, you know who Mr. C is?
Give me his Instagram so we can get acquainted.
From New York City?
He do a lot of the like the DJ streaming shit on YouTube.
Okay.
That's who like me and Zach was talking about in that episode.
Got you.
Let's see. Wire, Mr. C.
Last one.
I don't know a lot of DJs. Fuck
I'm
it,
starting to
Jet.
know him as we go.
Jet.
Jet.
I think
I
Jet.
meant to say Jet too. Yeah,
I think Jet will go. Jet will
will
go
my
crazy.
top too. Don't forget about that. That's
And
my
Side
boy.
Effects too.
Chill.
Shout out
Who's
DJ
Side Effects?
360.
We don't know.
360. Yeah.
Shout out to House Party.
DJ
Shout out to House
360.
Party.
DJ.
You don't know who Side Effects is?
Oh, you gotta put me on.
I'll send you his gram.
Please do. Please do. Always gotta give credit with his due. Always gotta show love to everybody,
You
man.
know what I mean? Yeah, the man with no face. You know what I'm saying?
So if he ever come out of retirement,
Yeah, one day.
You gonna bring him out. You gonna bring him out.
Good luck.
Even the older DJs like DJ A Nice,
Hassan?
Black Bandana, Hassan. I actually know his son, so we could probably make something work like that too.
Hassan would wear 90s?
And by the way, listen, private party isn't just for a certain age group, it's for everybody. It's literally for everybody. We have certain age groups. We could go from 21 up. Honestly, I might even do a 18 plus one. I don't even know yet. But listen, that's just me throwing it up in the air. I don't know yet if the kids act right.
If you throwing that, let me know. I know a guy.
Yeah, we doing that. All age groups, different ethnicities. We don't care. We don't care if you doing rock, punk, R&B, rap, country. I don't care. We just want to get everybody connected. Because if you bring everybody connected, the world will be a better place. And it's always peaceful when it's a mixed crowd. We all know this. I know you ever been to a mixed crowd party.
Yeah.
It's always been a good vibe.
Can't show out in front of the white folk. You know what I'm saying?
that's the best time to show out.
What did you say?
Yeah, it's always a vibe.
He's like, hold on, I'm white.
Avoid all nigga moments. Word up. Word. But we also have a third eye segment where we talk about spirituality, just any unconventional opinions, you know what I'm saying? Like anything that's not necessarily in the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? So we partying crazy, you know what I'm saying? One of my favorite partiers, you know what I mean? He always lit on the scene, you know what I mean? Crazy. You ever heard of Lil Mayo? Lil Mayo, ill dude, you know what I mean? Google him, you know what I'm saying? But but it's like this a crew. They roll around with a little alien dude. He be drippy as hell, and he be at all the festivals. He be at the parties. He be lit.
Word?
Yeah, I didn't even have to show you, but yeah, nah, he's the man. He's Lil Mayo. Lil Mayo's man. I'm gonna pull it up.
Please do.
I can't wait to hear how Lil Mayo ties into the third eye segment. Can't wait.
Oh, what? I seen him before too.
Cause he's lit. You
Let me
feel
see.
me?
The little alien joint. He be everywhere. I'm like,
he's
yo,
everywhere.
what is this dude?
He really lit. You know what I'm saying? So my question is just like, is there a certain point where would you have an alien DJ that mug? Like the private party?
They got an alien for DJ?
Yeah,
He
I'm
a
saying,
DJ?
He could be. We don't know. But I'm saying,
If he a DJ, oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
go crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm
why
saying
not?
it'd be from outer space, something crazy.
Listen, that's they heard the Star Trek, baby.
You know what I'm saying? But like even though with music and like the reason I thought of it was like recently like they were saying like you seen that the red orb in the sky that they was posting, but it was just like okay the sun was over here, the sun was setting, and then like they was like oh that's not the sun because the sun is setting over here, and then it's like the moon was right above them, and then it was like this red orb in the sky. So my question was like oh do you believe in aliens?
I mean, I believe that we're not the only people that's here on this planet. We're not the only living thing. It's like that's kind of selfish to believe that.
I think so too. It's
like-
the question is just like are humans sane enough for them to come out and say hey we're here? Because we will wild out.
I don't think people are ready for that.
I think it's getting close.
How serious do you think people would take it?
What like legit? Oh, they wouldn't. They wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying.
freak
Bro.
out.
We don't
People
take
would freak
shit
out, bro.
serious.
That's why I think it could work.
You ever seen ghosts before?
Ghost?
You ever seen a ghost?
Which
A spirit?
have I ever seen a ghost?
I know this way off topic, but have you seen a spirit before?
Oh, for sure. My pops see spirits. Like my grandfather was a
I seen
pastor.
one.
Oh,
I seen
yeah.
when I was like 6, 7.
Fam, I've seen a lot of. You're talking to the right one.
Okay. This just got to a whole different other subject,
eye-
but we
no,
gonna talk about this
we-
right now because
no.
I know I'm not the only one.
We could get there. I'll say the one my earliest remembrance of where I've seen like a spirit or a ghost. I might have been like 10, 11, and my pops used to work detail cars. So I would wake us up at like 4 a.m. to go do these cars. And I remember I woke up the one day in the middle of the night, and I look over on my pillow. I kid you not, it's a little black dude. He pop blocking on my pillow. Shit, you not. I swear to God. I swear to God, he pop blocking. I'm like, ain't no way.
He playing
I put my
with you.
hand where it was, and I turned my head. Now he sit on my stomach, pop blocking, like dancing. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
He playing with you.
I'm like, yo, I gotta go to sleep because there's no way I'm just.
He playing with you.
So I'm like, yo, I turn over my shoulder to turn again. This time I see like, you seen The Shining? Mm-mm. You seen The Shining? So like, you know how like it was the two twins, like holding hands.
Yeah.
I looked and it was that standing in my doorway. Now I started getting scared. So I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, I wake my brother up. I'm like, yo, do you see this? Like, you see this dude dancing? You see these? He like, bro, go to sleep. So I'm like, I grabbed my pillow and we had to get up because we had to watch the car. So I'm looking at the joint. I throw the pillow at the girl standing in the hallway, and I just ran. I ran up front and jumped on the couch and just waited for my dad to wake up.
Man, I had so many weird experiences.
Swear to God.
I remember it had to be like 6 or 7. Probably people might think I'm crazy for saying this, but at the time, my mom was in the living room watching TV, so all the lights was off. So the way my room was set up, my room was like right here. My mom's room was like right here. So the hall light was on. So every light was turned off except for that. So I'm like freaking out. You know how you were as a kid. You were just waiting for people to come back. You were scared to sleep in your own bed because you want your mom to come. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm staring outside in the doorway. I see something just wrap his hand around the door frame, like a black shadow. I'm like, what's that? I see a black shadow of a head stick his head and look at me. I'm like, oh, what's that? I'm like, I'm confused. I'm like, yo, what is that? Ran in front of my mom's bed. It's like a shadow of a little boy. Bro, I was shook. I didn't move the whole night.
Damn.
I had a couple experiences though.
I got stories for days.
Man,
I got stories. You got any, Donnie? Would you like to share?
I'm not sure I'm lying. I think I have
Oh
one.
no, I want to hear yours now since you said that. Yours
I think I
sound
have
crazy.
one, but I can't recollect it in detail enough to share it. I have to think about it more.
I'll give you one more for Donnie.
I'll give you 2 after you done. The most craziest ones.
I can't even.
I
can't even give
three,
those.
three.
I can't even give those. But I'll give you one more where I was working at MST at the time, and I'm talking. This is my first time teaching. I'm talking to students. You know, it was this one kid. He was smart as hell, but he was bad. He used to sell weed. He used to sell K2, like little light skin, bad as hell. And I didn't like him. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, so whatever, time going by. Then the one that I used to see like this little black like ball like fly by like in my peripheral when I walked through my house. It was happening for like a week. So I'm like, nah, I don't play that shit. Like I keep my house clean. I pray over my house. I pray over my space. So the one night I seen it again. I'm like, you know what? I prayed. I was like, yo, whatever this is, get out my house. It's like, if you got a message from me, tell me the message. If you not here for nothing positive, get the fuck out. So boom, I go to sleep that night. And in the dream, I'm like in my house. So I see the black ball, boom, it drop in front of me. It turned into that boy. And he was like, yo, you gotta help, yada, yada, yada. And it was another student. He was like, yo, you gotta help her. She going through something right now. Like, this shit crazy. Like, you really gotta step in and do something. I'm like, all right. I'm like, you coming to me in a dream. Like, why didn't you just say something at the school? Like, why didn't you just say something? I ain't know how to, but you just gotta do something. Boom, I wake up. I'm like, what the fuck? Go to school the next day. And I'm looking for the girl. I don't see her. And then I see one of my coworkers was like kind of tearing up. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? She was like, yo, something's going on. One of our students. I'm like, who is it? It's that girl. And she's like, no, I'm gonna take care of her. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make sure she good. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, make sure you good. Make sure she good. If you need anything from me, let me know. Blah, 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 blah. And I kind of left it at that because it was like it got taken care of. But it was just, I thought it was so trippy. I was just like, I'm like, yo.
Yo, dreams always got messages.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't have to intervene in that time, but ever since then, I didn't see that ball like in my peripheral anymore throughout the crib.
Y'all ready for mine?
Why do you think it was that boy that had to tell you though in a dream?
He was. I don't know. I don't think she would have said anything because she was private. You know what I'm saying? And he was a strange kid. He was a strange kid, but like he was smart, but like he looked kind of nerdy, but he was really like hood as hell. And it was just like it was different. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I don't remember his name.
I'm gonna narrow it down to 2 because 3. Yeah, I'm gonna narrow it down to 3. So remember I told you the same house, right? So I remember telling my mom at the point, I'm like, yo, it's something in this house, this or that, third. She wasn't trying to believe me. So I remember one day coming inside my house because at the time I had a curfew. Bro, I was 21 with a curfew. Crazy work, Mom. Crazy work. Why would you do that to me? Anyways. 3 o'clock was my curfew. All right, whatever. Come inside the house 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Shout out to you, Ma. I love you. Came inside the house like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Mind you, all these experiences, I would always tell my mom. She would not believe me. My aunt that lived upstairs at the moment, she believed me because she seen it too. So I remember coming inside my house one day and all the lights was off. Remember how I told you how my lights were set up? Well, the rooms were set up. So all the lights was off. My mom a little, she the type, she not scared of nothing. So she turned off all the lights. She would be sitting in complete darkness playing on her phone like it's nothing. So I remember coming inside my room. My room light was on. So I come inside the room. I hear her saying, Gionni. I'm like, oh, man, she about to roast me. Because I came inside 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. All right, cool. Come inside the room. What are you doing? Nothing. Why? Who you with? Nobody. Why? Bro, kid you not, her eyes got big like, I just seen something follow you inside your room. Bro, chills went down my back instantly. I was like, why would you tell me that? Why would you tell me that?
I want to go to sleep tonight.
Bro, I did it. But I say the other experience I had was kind of weird too. This was kind of crazy too. But yeah, I'm just narrow it down to 2. This is the last one. But I remember having a dream the one time. You ever had visions before? You had a vision in your dream? So I remember having this one sports car that I had. It was so nice, bro. I remember driving on expressway, driving past Humboldt. Driving past Humboldt in my dream, and my hood catches on fire. And then as I'm about to crash into the wall, I wake up. So at the time, I was talking to this girl, and at the time, I'm pulling up to her house. You know how your intuition is. You know, everybody got that little voice inside their head. So they were telling me, I remember pulling up to her house. Someone just telling me like, yo, pull over. I'm like, okay. I'm pull over for a second. Hear the voice again. Now wait. Okay, I'm waiting. So I see smoke come up under the hood. I'm like, okay. Maybe it's oil or something leaking on the engine. All right. Here come the voice again. Nah, pop the hood. Okay. I popped the hood. I kid you not, I seen a flame like this big on my engine.
That's crazy.
I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, bro, I started blowing on it like a damn cartoon character. I said, yo, what am I doing? Let me call 911. But long story short, it was crazy because that same exact expressway that was in my dream was supposed to be the same exact expressway I was supposed to take home. Mm-hmm. Now imagine if I didn't listen to that voice.
Come on.
I probably wouldn't be here today.
That's crazy.
Think I'm crazy, but I kid you not. I put that on my grandfather tattoo. That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to your gut. You know what I mean? It'll steer you in the right direction. You know?
Mm-hmm. Always.
Keep you here.
Always.
Absolutely.
That's a fact.
Word.
I gotta hear yours though, Dante. And yours.
I don't have
You
one to
playing?
tell you,
You
bro.
scary.
We keep it for
You
the behind
scary.
the, we keep it for the behind the scenes. We keep it for the behind the
I don't
scenes.
have
Is
much
that
to tell you
crazy?
right now, bro.
I mean, it ain't like I got stories, bro. My family really in that. Like, yeah.
Voodoo?
Nah, yeah. We'll talk.
We'll talk about camera. We'll talk
On the
about
next
camera.
episode.
We'll talk.
Dante.
I
He
got
not
nothing for
giving
you, bro.
He not giving it up. Well, so for the people who want to keep up with everything private party, to wrap up the third eye segment, everything private party, where can the people tap in with you?
Follow us on Instagram at It's a Private Party. It's literally called It's a Private Party. And on YouTube. Make sure you follow that on YouTube. And my Instagram is Brave Soul, BravSole. On my team, we literally have all of our Instagram names on It's a Private Party page. So, yeah, make sure you link in with us because we got some real great news coming soon. So, stay tuned.
We're looking forward to it. You got anything, Donnie?
I'm good, man. You got anything else you want to share with us before we wrap up?
Man, we pretty much nailed it. We nailed it, man.
I think we could do a part two. I think we do a part two
coming
with a longer third eye segment.
Ooh.
A third eye pod.
Third eye
pod coming crazy.
You never know. You know what I mean? Shake up the algorithm real quick.
They gonna look at us like we crazy.
I don't give a fuck.
They don't care either. They already do.
Fuck.
If we all we do is just walk down the street, they look at us like we crazy.
Hey, man.
We not schizophrenic and none of that. This is real deal stuff.
Fam. In 2025, where literally you can type in stuff, you can type in words and computers will do anything for you. Mm-hmm. You go outside and you can see. Cause we went outside. When was that? A day ago, and it was super. It's brand new day, super hazy outside. It looked mad weird outside. The vibe was crazy. It's plenty of situations where it's just like, yo,
You can feel it in the air.
you can feel it in the air, and it's like it make you question, like, what's going on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you're afraid to ask that question, take your ass to church. Take your ass to wherever you need to go.
That's a fact.
But I ain't no NPC. I'm a motherfucker who has a brain. I can think logically. I know what's up.
Shoot, I even had a dream about the trumpets.
Trumpets. Mm-hmm. Hey, don't give him too much. Don't give him too much.
We gonna talk about that on the next one.
Don't give him too much.
Next one.
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you pulling up.
Always, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
No label the pod. We out.
Peace.
Peace.